Hi, my name's Tracy Cornelius from Get Creative with Tracy, and I'd like to welcome you to my stamping studio, a series of videos where we're going to address some of the most common stamping issues, along with showing you some fantastic techniques that can take your stamping to the next level. So come on in, let's see what we can do. Welcome to today's stamping studio. Today we're going to be talking about our Stampin Write markers. So as you can see, I've got the collection here. If you want a really cost-effective way of being able to get the whole set, then please do take a look at my virtual club, which basically means that you can spread the cost by getting one colour collection every single month, and then after so many months you'll have the entire collection, including this fabulous little case. So to start with, just going to choose a few colours. Choose the red as well, and then these ones. So our Stampin Write markers are colour coordinated to go with the ink pads that we have, and also the refill means that you can use that for the ink pad and also for the Stampin Write marker. You have two ends to the Stampin Write marker. One has a thicker line and one has a thinner. The thicker line means that this is the one that you're going to use for stamping, so that you can easily colour your stamp. You can also use it for colouring. And the thinner line means that you can use this one for journaling. So they're dual purpose. Excuse me, still got a cold. Right, so Stampin Write markers basically mean that you can take a stamp, such as this one, and you can add different colours to it. Whereas that might be a little bit more difficult with an ink pad, with the Stampin Write marker it's really easy. So all we're going to do is take the thick end and you're going to colour the stamp. Always start off with the lightest colour first. So I will do that on these ones. And then you want to go ahead and choose the next colour. And again, we're going to use the thicker end. And then I will just... You can also choose sections of the stamp that you want to colour. So I'm going to add a yellow bow to that one. Now if you were doing a large stamp and it takes you a while to colour it, you don't need to worry about the ink drying out. All you would need to do is just huff on it with your breath, and that would be enough to waken the ink, and then you just stamp out as normal. And as you can see, we've now got a coloured stamp, which is really pretty. So one other technique that I'm going to show you with regards to stamping with your Stampin Write markers is when you want to create a blended colour effect. So for example, if we wanted to make this tree, which is from the Lovely as a Tree set, so this oak tree, if we wanted to make it like autumn colours, then I'm going to take some crushed curry and I'm just going to randomly colour in different places, and then I will do the same with our Cajun craze. And you can see that all I'm doing is just adding random colours into this. And then going to add a little bit of the cherry cobbler as well. And I think I'm also going to add a little bit of the orange. Like I said, rule of thumb is you would usually use your lightest colours first. If you are going to add a lighter colour afterwards, just be careful not to transfer anything on from the darker colour. If you do that, it's not the end of the world. All you would do is you would take your grid sheet and then you would just take off the colour like so. So you've got scope to do a number of things. Now for the trunk of our tree, I'm just going to add a little bit of the early espresso. Now you could stamp it out just like this, but what you'll find is it will end up being a little bit blotchy. So to blend the colours really well, just take your Stampin' Spritzer with a little bit of water. What I do is I spritz mine into the air, like so, and I just run the stamp through the water. That way I make sure that I haven't overloaded the stamp with water, but I've got it enough to blend the colours together so that when we stamp out, we've got a really nice autumnal effect. If you want a lighter version, then all you're going to do is just spritz again and run that through. Might do that one more time. And again, you can stamp that out again. So you can get 2 or 3 different ones from the same one. If you want the colours to blend a little bit more, then again all you would do is spritz water, more water, and just layer it up. So to give you an example of that, if I just clean off this stamp. So again, starting off with the lightest colour first, just randomly. If you really wanted to, you could colour the entire thing in the lighter colour. It won't really affect the pens very much. And then you could go in with the darker colours. That way you would know for sure that you haven't missed any section. As long as you've done that the lighter way rather than with the darker one, it will all be fine. So again, just going to add a little bit of the cherry cobbler as well. Such a gorgeous rich red. I love this technique because nothing ever comes out exactly the same. And this time I'm going to choose a lighter brown. So this one's a soft suede. Okay, so you can spritz the water directly onto the stamp. I would hold the spritzer a little bit further away so it doesn't pool too much. But can you see that I've added a lot of water to that, so it's now pooling. And that means that when I bring this one in, it's going to have more of a watercolour effect. See? That's so pretty. And then you just leave that one to dry, or you can heat set it with our heat tool, and then you're good to go with that. So that's how to use the Stampin' Write markers for a stamping. Please do check out the other videos where you'll find different colouring techniques with these, as well as some other stamping projects as well. If you do want to order any of the products, like I said, do check out the virtual club I have for our ink markers, and also you can order online from our shop. All details are below. So thanks very much. Take care. Bye.